Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Vertical Slice. I'm Gareth, and today we shall be slicing into a new game for 2015, Fallout 4! The fourth Fallout game. No, it's not actually the fourth Fallout game. There are a bit more. There's been Fallout Tactics, and then there's also Fallout New Vegas. This is Fallout 6. No, Fallout 4. It came out about a month ago, November time. I've put in a lot of hours into Fallout because, as you can see, I've been playing it for getting on for 4.5 days. More than 4.5 days, I should say. It is an evolution of the Fallout series in some ways, and it is a step back in others. I think it's going to divide, or it has divided, a lot of people. Some people say, it's abandoning what Fallout is meant to be. Other people have accepted that this is basically a new and more populist Fallout, which, is trying to attract the largest possible crowd. Anyway, let's get into what Fallout 4 is. So, if you've played Fallout 3, Bethesda's game from 2008, it was an evolutionary take on the Fallout style. So the old games were top-down RTSs. The new ones, Fallout 3 and this one, have become open-world action games. You can see over there, this is the open world. It's so foggy, however, you can't really see what's going on. Hopefully the fog will dissipate. But anyway, this game is set 10 years after Fallout 3 in the Commonwealth. So down around there we have the city of Boston and everything like that. And you are the sole survivor of Vault 111, which is all the way over here. There it is. And this is the map. This is what I've explored so far. Lots and lots to explore. One thing I think I'll say straight from the off is that the game opens what I would regard is really badly. When you start in Vault 111 and then you come to Sanctuary here, which is one of the main towns, you think at first, this world is small, there's not much to see. I think it's a bit, it's difficult because it places you in the corner of the map and you start to think, is the world really that large? And actually it is. It's just the case of being in the corner of the map means that you have to slowly work your way out until you find all this stuff over here. And when I got to Diamond City, which is a big city located in the ruins of Fenway Park Stadium, that's when I feel the game actually opened out. Before then, it was kind of disappointing me. And here I am now, 4 days into playing it, and I've just reached quite a turning point in the story, where you arrive at somewhere where you've been trying to get to for this whole time, and it suddenly has opened up there are a load of characters there I hadn't talked to, a load of people with new missions to give you. All of the main factions start giving you new missions, and this is after more than 100 hours of playing that has happened, so it is still a gigantic game. Let's go, we'll do that one. Yes, so in some ways there have been many improvements from Fallout 3. Notably, the actual shooting mechanics are way better. It's still not like best-in-class shooting, but it is much, much more improved. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to go and investigate the water treatment plant. So where is that? That is over there. So we'll have a little walk. We'll walk from ArcJet Systems, so we can show you some of the world out there. That's a big engine there. Here we are. So this is the open world. You can see it. Oh god! Super mutants! Quick! Whoa! What? Did I kill them all? I think I did. Yes. I thought there were 3. Who are you? Hello? Hello?
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Oh, were you captured by that person or something like that? I don't actually know.
You're really thorough. You know that?
Oh, we killed them both at once? I did not even know I'd killed them both at once. Okay, yeah, this is the open world. So they've tried to make it a bit more colourful. So we've got a bright blue sky. There are tinges of red and everything. A common complaint of Fallout 3 was that the land was much too grey and boring, and I think they have mainly addressed that. It's still supposed to be the post-apocalypse, so everything is dead, but you know, it certainly looks more colourful in that regard. Let's check what I have on me. So, as is custom with the Fallout series, you have this Pip-Boy. You can... That's how it looks by default, and I've zoomed in. You can do that pressing left mouse. And I think it's much better to have it zoomed in, because otherwise it's difficult to see what's going on. Now, on PC, a lot of people have complained about how bad the interface is. I personally don't mind it. I've always accepted that the interface on the Pip-Boy is purposefully... Almost, there's an in-universe reason why it's so clunky. And I understand from a gameplay point of view that it makes little sense for there to be a purposely clunky system. But I have never found it that clunky. The worst thing is sorting through stuff. So you can see here under Mystic, this is everything that I've got which is like mission related or keys and stuff. And it does get very tiresome to have to scroll through this massive list of stuff to find one thing that you want to read. So like if we're reading that letter, for example, you know, what does this letter say? There you go. But to find that letter would be fairly difficult. So what did I actually come in here for? Oh, we're checking what weapons I had. That was it. So I've got this plasma rifle that I've just got from somewhere, which is... So a new thing as well is the idea of unique weapons. So Experiment 18A is a unique weapon that I bought from a vendor. Some of them, however, you can find on legendary enemies in the Wasteland, and they will drop. They are guaranteed to drop a piece of legendary equipment, either armor or weapons or whatever. We've also got an irradiated shielded Gauss rifle, very strong rifle, mighty advanced combat shotgun, and a laser rifle. We'll stick with this for now. I'm trying to use the plasma rifle because I haven't really used it before. Oh, okay. I think we've got some dogs down there. I believe they are rabid dogs. Yes, they are. Okay, so that was VATS. VATS is back, and instead of totally pausing the action like it did in Fallout 3, it now basically slows down. So you can see that character's still moving, but if I do this... Whoom! He is down. That mongrel is no more. Now they're all going to come for me. Oh. Got him. Let's pick up that nuclear material. So, another new thing that is involved in this Fallout is, you see, we've got stuff like radstag meat and we've got wild mongrel meat. You can pick that up and then turn it into food, useful food that is not irradiated, so you can cook things on campfires and stuff. And I really like that. It means that you can, you know, find a good source of food that isn't necessarily irradiated. It makes it easier to stay alive, although at this point in the game I have no problem staying alive. I've got 300 stimpaks. I don't think staying alive is really going to be a massive issue. Yeah. So, but no, the shooting generally much better. As I said, not like Call of Duty or one of those shooters like quality, but it's easily the best, and you hardly ever need VATS now. Before, VATS was something you had to rely on quite a bit because it felt like you were rolling a dice every time that you were shooting something. Not anymore. Oh, Radstag. They won't actually attack me. They're kind of like semi-friendly. Oh, I can try to pacify.
Right there.
What happened? Did it pacify? I think it did. Yes. The other one hasn't been pacified.
We were having such a good
Hello.
fight.
So that's a perk. You can pacify wildlife. However, again, I think this is a slight downside in that in Fallout 3, basically everything would just become neutral to you.
Enemies are always the last place you look.
And in this one, you have to remember to click that pacify button rather than doing anything else. Okay, so this place looks like it is a super mutant hideout. Why is it saying danger? Oh, it must be because that
Don't mean to make
radstag.
you nervous, but really? So close.
Oh, they've seen me. Great. How did they see me? How did they even see me from that distance? Or are they shooting that radstag? Oh, you're shooting the radstag, Deacon. Stop it, Deacon. You're going to draw our attention. So there is stealth here, but I think given the given how far away we are, I think we'll have to try and not. We'll do it this non-stealthy way. I don't think I have any stealthy weapons anyway. I don't think a Gauss rifle counts as stealthy. Let's try this Gauss rifle out. I'm interested to see how long range it is. I could have put a nicer scope on it. Again, that's something that's new. Modifying and improving weapons. Oh, you're shooting that Radstag doe. Leave that Radstag alone. Okay, what's that? That's a super mutant. Alright, let's try and shoot him. Wow! That is impressive. Okay. This Gauss rifle means business. Okay, let's take out some other super mutants.
Seems we have a
Whoa! I wish I'd started using this earlier.
sure do a lot of that. Winning, that is.
Oh, you can charge it up as well. Oh, I've been missing out with this weapon. Whoa, let's shoot that. Shoot that wild mutant hound. Beautiful.
Too good.
Too good? I'm not too good. I pick up mutant hound meat because it has anti-rad properties, so it actually reduces your radiation. See, look how amazing that was. We basically cleared them out, and we didn't have to do anything because of this Gauss rifle. Alright, let's have a look around. So, as usual... Ah! Did I stand on a mine? I didn't even hear that mine. As usual, there is a lot of looting things, so you can pick up anything. Technical documents I need to give to the Brotherhood of Steel, so always loot them. However, a new thing is that any of these kind of like generic things, like folders and dinner trays, alarm clocks, etc., in the olden games there would have been no purpose for them. They were just like... You could have them, but there wasn't any real benefit of having them. In this game, you can actually use that stuff for... I could hear a weird noise. You could use that stuff for for basically making improvements to... Oh, was that it? Yeah, I thought that was. There's like a... Yay, slime. Oh, that's that Radstag again. Oh, stop shooting that Radstag. It never hurt anyone. I want to get out of here. How do I get out of here? There we go. Oh, okay. The elevator is not functioning. What's happened to my gun? Okay. Something's happened to my gun. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so you having that kind of like random detritus that you can now actually put to a good use is a great style, a great system. I really like that. It means that, you know, now you, instead of just looting for actual useful things, it's like, oh, I need aluminium cans. I'm going to pick up some aluminium cans because I know I can take them back to my base, or one of many bases you can own, and actually then make improvements to it. So, did we tidy up all the super mutants? Oh, there's another one somewhere. Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Okay, let's... Ha! Wow, this weapon is amazing! No wonder this type of ammunition is in short supply when you've got that. I just took out a super mutant skirmisher who normally would take like 5 or 10 bullets in one shot. Incredible. Wow. This is what you get when you've slowly invested in things over... Oh, I didn't want to pick that up. Over time. Alright, there's that 44. What did I pick up? What was that random thing I picked up? I think it was a piece of apparel. Yeah, Super Mutant Heavy Gauntlets, which is not a good bit of armor. I've already got good bits of armor. You can slowly upgrade your armor as well. So there's a weapon that in the early game would have been amazing, but now, no use. However, I will pick up the used oil can because I always need more oil. Sleeping bag. So there are many companions in this game. Of course, you've got Dogmeat, standard companion who follows everyone around. But I don't have him with me now. And then you can hire new people. So we have Deacon here, who works for the Railroad, who are basically a underground organization who help synthetic people, escape from the Institute, which is basically what the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, has become in this universe, although in this universe it's called the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Okay, I think we have found everything that needs to be found here. So let's go in the Western Water Treatment Plant. I think we were just clearing out the super mutants. Oh no, we're helping a town or a little village of robots who basically need this water to be as pure as it can be. Okay. So we've got loads of stuff here. You can see that's highlighted as that means I said I need things that telephones contain. I'm not going to pick it up because telephone's actually quite heavy. Scissors and screwdriver. Same again for that desk fan, and that's a perk as well. So perks are awarded slightly differently in this game than how they were before. If you remember in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, you would get a perk every level or every 2 levels. I can't remember which. And then you would also get points to invest in your skills. There are no skills anymore. Everything is a perk. So the skills such as gunslinger and rifleman are now here as perks instead. And every single level you gain a perk. And unlike the old Fallout games, there is no level cap. You just keep going forever. So eventually, I think I'm going to have put 10 points into all of the main special skills, and that will max everything out in that regard. However, by putting 10 points into each of these, it then unlocks down this chart. So you can see down here at the bottom, there are ones that are grayed out, and that means that I have not unlocked intelligence level 9 to be able to get the nuclear physicist perk. It's a bit confusing because it doesn't really explain any of this about how this system actually works. And it also means that if you want, you can, if you start immediately, you could put 10 points into charisma, and then on the 11th level you get, or the 11th perk you unlock, you can then unlock intimidation immediately if you wanted to. So in one way, I kind of understand why they've tried to simplify it, but in another way, I dislike how everything is now a perk. I would prefer perks to be things that were actually special, like Bloody Mess, for example, which gets things to collapse into, random balls of flesh. Or, what's another actual perk, I'd say? Like, awareness, so you know about target damage awareness. Things like, more damage on rifles, more damage on automatic weapons, more health recovered from stimpaks. They just don't seem like perks. They seem like things that should be naturally improving with skills if you put points into medic or something like that. So I think it's an area where they possibly oversimplified, and they didn't need to. Alright, let's have a look at this terminal. So we got lots of computers as before. Reminder to all members of the local and national media will be touring the facility on Tuesday, the 26th of October, as part of the Western Wellness Press Initiative. Okay. So that's the day before nuclear apocalypse. What office supplies do they need? Stationery, boxes, 50 gallons of drinking water. Very nice. Okay, so nothing important there. The hacking minigame is the exact same hacking minigame from Fallout 3. And so is the lockpicking minigame. I think that makes sense from an in-universe perspective. I mean, everyone had the same computers. Why would it change? Okay, what have we got here? We've got some hard hats. We've got some patch 3-piece suits, potato crisps. Thank you. Let's turn on my little light there. Dirty water. Anything in here? Some stimpaks. So you can talk to your, your friend,
Happy to talk.
and
What's up?
occasionally just ask him what he thinks.
Man, you really like to wander, don't you?
But the conversation system is very, very simplified from Fallout 3. You only ever have 4 options for any conversation you
I
have.
wanted to make sure things were okay between you and me. Not used to traveling with a partner, but I am definitely liking it.
Good, I'm glad to hear that,
You are
Deacon.
too.
Thank you. Yeah, only ever 4 options, and in normal conversations they will normally be sarcastic, nice, angry, question. The top one is always question. Some people have hated it. I haven't hated it, but I have found it to be another simplification that somewhat has lessened the game in a way. Oh, Medex. I don't think it was something that needed to be done. Here's the lockpicking minigame.
Yes.
Okay, what have we got in here? Anything useful? So you can see Deacon like that. You can improve your skills with your companions by doing things they enjoy. So Deacon likes it when I unlock doors. There was a stim pack there. And different companions will like different things. I think that just takes us to the roof. Yeah, it does. We don't need to go there. We'll have to go down in the lift. Okay. Deacon, are you going to transition into this lift? No, he hasn't. Hopefully he will. They have a tendency to warp around. So you can see we have the hidden thing there. If I then press caps lock to walk slowly... Oh! Oh, that's on me. Okay. Yeah, if I did caps lock to walk slowly, that would keep me hidden for longer. Because if you move slower, your ability to stay hidden is maintained. A military ammo bag. How useful. And a gold watch. I have no idea what enemies might be down here. I would presume super mutants, but it seems like, given that machine gun turret was there, that maybe the super mutants have not come down here. Let's turn on that again. Oh, you can just come round. That's easier. Pick up every ammo bit you see. So there's, you know, as is very usual with the Fallout games, there are licenses taken with reality, in that ammo weighs absolutely nothing, so you can pick up as much of it as you want.
That's it.
There's that door. Get skills doing that. So here's the, you know, crafting system. It's very similar for all different types. So if I had the stuff here to make a glowing blood pack, I'd be able to do that. Or you can make radaways, and you can make Skeeto split. Max 25 health for 20 minutes. That's not bad. But I don't have everything, you can see, so it won't let me build them now. But if I go back to my main base, which hopefully we'll do later, we'll go back to Sanctuary, you can do it there because you can store everything in one place. Okay, oh, another computer. Okay, let's have a look what it says on here. I think that's the exact same memo about the... Yep, it is. Don't care about that. Operating budget. Second quarter saw record losses in the Massachusetts Regional Division. High operating costs and difficult regulatory environment have led to some of the worst business conditions of recent years. Mr. Saul Anderson, the Western Operations Manager, for his bold experiments in wastewater recycling. So there were resource wars just before the Great War of 2077 that caused severe resource shortages. What's in there? I can press that button to open the door, but will it release a load of horrible things? I think almost definitely there are going to be something like mutants or ghouls down here. Okay. Drain the flooded water treatment plant. Right, oh, okay. So that button is non-functioning. Oh, I see, there's a thing here in order to do it. Flip the switch. Right, well, I guess we'll have to. There's no other option. But won't a load of Mirelurks will come for me, I'm sure. I'm sure that will be in there. Flood control station. Let's see what it says. Active. Flooding has been detected in the main chamber. Bulkhead doors have been sealed. Unable to connect emergency flood control pumps. Manual operation may be required. Okay. Secondary power is off. Security system is active. The main pump is normal. Flood control pumps are in error. Operating instructions. Okay. In the unlikely event of major flooding, the pump that has been submerged in water may stall. To restart the pump, the automated software on this terminal will locate the pump control switch near the pump and flip the breaker. This will activate the secondary motor, which should clear the jam and return the pump to normal operations. Okay, so it just says flip the switch. Flood control pump operations. Okay. Oh, so it's not. I have to manually flip the switch first. All right. There we go. And a load of Mirelurks, I'm sure, will not be happy for me for doing that. I can already see something. There you go, a Mirelurk. I thought it would be Mirelurks. I don't need to open the door yet, though. Let's try and... What are you doing? Come on, shoot! Where's that glass? Oh, is it glass? Is that why? Yeah, it is. Alright. Let's have a look at that front control thing again. It seems like Deacon has not been able to follow me. Oh, it says it's worked. Okay. Alright, I presume that we'll have to... He's still stuck up there. We'll have to see what we can control with the flooding. Wah! Oh, we've got a safe. Well, you have just abandoned me because you can't come down. You don't know how to use lifts. Oh, a copy of Picket Fences. So, this is something that I have really liked, is that in the olden games, when you picked up a magazine, you would just get a bonus to one skill. In this one, the skills can often be quite unique, so it's not always the same skill. And it will always have a nice, interesting front cover, a unique one, which you can show off and display in a lovely, like, library thing, if you want to build one. At your home base. What's this facilities terminal say? Oh, is it just the same thing? Please select a log file to view. Just about waterproofing turrets. Well, I don't think we need to worry about that anymore because I just destroyed the turrets. Okay. Some kind of press junket. And if I hadn't destroyed the turrets, I could now deactivate them. 10 units connected. Oh, okay. Well, luckily I have. There were other ones there that evidently hadn't been destroyed, so good thing I was able to deactivate them all. Alright, let's have a look in here. Empty paint cans. Let's pick up that stuff. Oh, thank you for joining us. Where was that other turret?
Did you make that noise? Sorry.
No, I didn't. Let's open this door. That looks a bit concerning in there. Alright, well. Fortune favours the brave. I'm going to do that first. Because I could see that there were fire. I was worried that I might be eaten by that fire. Could be radiation in there though as well. So let's take some Radex. Yeah. And head through there. No radiation so far, but I can hear what sounds like Mirelurks. Sounds like a lot of Mirelurks. Yeah, there they are. Got him.
Had this mug for too long. Might be time for a new face.
Where's that other Mirelurk gone? Wow, I love this plasma rifle. Again, this plasma rifle it's taken me ages to upgrade because I haven't had the correct materials to be able to upgrade it, but it's great now. I just need to invest in one more level of the science perk to be able to unlock extra perk things. We need to keep reducing the water level. I don't think we've reduced it far enough yet. So hopefully there is another place to reduce the water level further. Let's have a look in here. Well, oh dear, all these people died at some point. Have a look behind this door. I think the lockpicking minigame is fine, as is the hacking minigame. You know, you get used to it, and they're fairly, you know, it's always been a good minigame, so why change it, really? Always need more duct tape. Hard hat. Nope, nothing else useful in there, really. Whoa. Oh. Wow, he came out of nowhere. Okay, this is the second pump control switch. Hopefully this will make the water lower even further. It has. You can see the next pump control switch over there, and a load of Mirelurks who are coming for me. Oh, a legendary Mirelurk. He should be a little tougher to take out, but no, he wasn't really. No, that was barely anything. Where's this other Mirelurk? Can't even see that one. It's listed. Oh, it's there. No, that's not it. That's not an enemy. That machine gun turret. It's something else. All right, we'll go back this way to try and find it. See, because that one isn't shooting me, and it would have been if I hadn't turned off the turrets. Was that the legendary Mirelurk? No, this was. Okay, so what's it got on it? It's got a cunning leather chest piece. It's not very good. It's low level. It's very bad damage resistance. So I might just keep it and put it in a folder, a storage thing, or I'll sell it. You know. All right, we need to go around over to there. I didn't actually need that Radax in the end. You know, it's a lot of exploring different locations, doing things like this. So this is a mission, but you can just explore random places without even the need for a mission if you wish. What was that noise? Didn't like that noise. Where's this Mirelurk? Can't even see it still. Oh, it's there. I'm gonna climb up here. Got him. Oh, that was a weird jump. Why did you make that massive jump? Okay, we seem to have reached the bottom now from draining the water. Whoa. Yeah, I'm making it look much easier than it is, but I swear you, if I was using a different weapon, oh, kill these eggs. These eggs have a tendency to just break without warning and unleash little Mirelurks. Yeah, without this plasma weapon, I think I'd be having a much tougher time. Otherwise, there is still some more water.
Don't look. Got him. Before I met you, I'd go whole days. You're going down. That's menacing, right?
Alright. All of these are soft cell or just normal Mirelurks. We haven't got any kill crawls or anything like that. They're a bit tougher. How do we get in there then? Do we have to go... I presume we have to go down and around. Down here. Yes. Did I open that safe? There was that room with a safe in it. I don't think I opened the safe. Okay. Another pump control switch. Restart the main pump. Okay. Come back round here. The variety of environments is better too. You know, there are definite themes still. So you've got the, you know, the industrial areas like this. You've got offices and you've got houses, but there is a little more variety than before. Are they all broken? Yes. Just want to open this door, see if there's anything terrifying behind here. No, there isn't. Okay. Alright. Return to Supervisor White. That was it. We did it. We improved the water. That wasn't too bad. Anything in this room worth looking at? A broken light bulb. How nice. It's not worthless. It has a point. Like all this pre-war money. So normally at the end of each area you find a steamer trunk like this, which is basically the reward chest, and it will have some stuff in it that might be useful. So a tactical hardened 44 pistol might sometimes be considered good, but not this time, I'm afraid. We'll get back in this elevator, which I think will just take us back to the surface. Now, hopefully, yes, Deacon, there you go, he just warped inside because he was sensible enough to know that we were arriving at the surface. Oh, okay, it took us out here. Oh, it was that one that was broke. Did you see that? You saw that, didn't you? He didn't have any clothes, and then suddenly he had a different set of clothes. Deacon sometimes does that. He just puts on different clothes because he's constantly changing his disguise. And actually, if you sometimes haven't met him, he will be in an area of the wasteland just watching you and looking at you. He's basically a spy. So, okay, so we've done that. So let's not turn that in. We'll go back to Sanctuary, and I'll just quickly show you what you can do in terms of building stuff and designing stuff. Mutant hounds. They look terrifying. They are terrifying. Although not as terrifying as rad scorpions. They are more terrifying. So here we are. This is Sanctuary. It's the town where at the very beginning of the game you basically this is where you lived before the war. We've got Strong over here. He's doing a bit of cooking. And then you come back 200 years later and you can help rebuild it. So we'll just drop off in here all of the junk that I've been carrying. That cunning leather chest piece that we don't want. So here you can basically build new stuff. So you can see here we've got a menu where you can add. That Brahmin was on the roof of that house for some reason. They tend to do that. You can design and build all sorts of things. So, you know, we've got power generators, we've got lighting switches, we've got decorations, wall decorations, some paintings. Let's put a painting in one of the houses. Painting of, I don't know. I was thinking one of these ones because they look terrifying. Painting of two old people. I think this is mission related. Oh, in this room I've actually done a fair bit of decorating. Wow, that's way too close. This painting is gigantic, actually. I cannot fit this painting in here. No, we won't do that painting. We'll just do a wall decoration. A no smoking sign. And you can put that wherever you want. So, there you go. It's there. I can move any of this furniture. I can scrap furniture, so that just means it will be turned into things that you can then use it for. You can see I've put here my bobblehead collection as I've got it so far. Here is this thing I was talking to you about in terms of collecting magazines. So these are all the magazines I've collected so far in the game, and I've stored them in this room as like a little library. What is that doing there? That's a screwdriver. Let's just scrap that screwdriver. That should not be there. And all of the lighting in here is something that I have set up. So you can see I've got my wires connected to a generator over here. And this is great. This is amazing that you can build basically a functioning town in the wasteland. And you know, all of these things that I placed in terms of the electricity, none of that was here at the beginning. That is stuff that I have all set up. This house wasn't here at all. This is a prefab house, a large shack, but I've basically turned it into Dogmeat's house. So this house belongs to Dogmeat. And there's not much in here, but you know, he likes it. But if I was having Dogmeat follow me, he would then come with me as my new follower. And so doing that is not unique to just Sanctuary. You can do it for any location that is classified as an ownable settlement. So this is the list of settlements that are currently under my control. And there's a whole system where you have to get people to join the Minutemen, which is a faction of the game. And they will then be helpful to you and offer you supplies and stuff like that. But you have to make sure that they're happy with enough stuff. So you can see Ten Pines Bluff, I had to give it defense, I had to give it, make sure I had enough beds, enough food and water to survive. The castle is my other big settlement, which is the home of the Minutemen, and there I've got 13 people. Actually, I've got 3 big settlements. The other one is Sunshine Tidings Co-op, and that's got a high defense value as well, so the people there are very happy, and they got lots of water and food. And it does take a bit of managing and a bit of understanding of how to connect all this together. So you can also set supply lines. Here is the supply lines setting at the moment, which means that anything you store in the workshop of one will be available in the workshops of others. So food from Sanctuary will be shared with food with the castle, and anything connected to the castle will also share food. So food from Oberlin Station will be shared with the castle, will be shared with Sanctuary. And I think at the moment everything is connected to everything else, or at least it should be in some form or another. So, the castle is connecting to 2 different farms. That's connecting. Is that connecting to the airport? I didn't actually know that was connecting to the airport. That's interesting. I should send Dance to the airport because he'd like it there. The airport's a bit of a difficult settlement because there's nowhere to put food, because there's no actual bare earth. So it would have to rely on food from other settlements. But that is a fairly complicated thing, and there are some places that I have not bothered to establish anything at, like the coastal cottage. There's just no one living there at the moment, but I could if I wanted to. You could spend ages in the game just building up a series of settlements across the land, and that would take ages. It would take absolutely ages. So it's a bit Minecrafty in a way, but I do like it. It does make the world feel more lived in when you can set this up and set up all of these. Here's the farm where everyone does their farming and everything like that. So Fallout 4, it's got masses to do in it, as you can see, and as we just did that Western Water Treatment plant there. The land is huge. There's lots to see. We didn't go into downtown Boston, but it's basically a big city where there aren't any need for loading screens anymore. The streets are just open. You have to load into interior buildings, but everything is open like that. And I managed to get it finally running pretty well. At the start, it did run quite badly, and I recommend to anyone who is having trouble with getting the frame rate to run correctly to have it run. City Radio. Turn down the shadows to medium only, and that will really, really help. Actually, let's turn off Dining City Radio, because what if there is a copyright infringement? So, in judging Fallout 4 for its own, what it is, I think it's a really good game. I think it's got masses to do. It's got this open world. It's got lots and lots of characters who are better written, I feel, than they were in Fallout 3. The main plot is also fairly good. It's better than Fallout 3. It's not as good as Fallout New Vegas, but, Fallout New Vegas, I think, was an outlier in that regard. It had such a good plot and such good character building. Bethesda have always been better in building the general world and not focusing on characters as much, which is something I'd like them to improve in the future. It's less of an RPG. That's the thing I would say. If you're coming to it expecting a fully fledged RPG where you can, where you can still spec your character differently, but where you can act differently, the options of that are not so wide-ranging. You will be either being a good guy or someone who is just snarky but ultimately does the good thing. There aren't really a lot of choices for doing different things. That said, the main campaign can play out in very different ways. You can do different stuff. What's this guy? Who is this guy? Is this a provisioner? Oh, it's Sheffield, yes. He's a I've got him doing provisions, so he just walks between towns, selling stuff. I hate it that these things are still here. That raider is there, and I want him to go away because his body keeps respawning there, and it's just disgusting. It's like, welcome to my town. Here's a dead raider. Go over there. And I look forward to seeing what they do in terms of the DLC for this game. I think it would be good if they had... Oh, someone's being attacked over there by bloatflies. I think it would be good if... In fact, killing that bloatfly actually allowed me to level up. That was interesting. I think it would be good if they either added more to the landscape, so created a new area that was adjacent to it. Maybe this area here they added on or something like that. Because as you can see down here, there is an area of the map which is called the Glowing Sea, which is actually off the edge of the visible world. So if they did that over here, that would make sense as well, I think, or you know, up somewhere else. I don't know where else, off here or something like that. That'd be good. Yeah, just more interesting characters to meet and interesting things to do would be very good. I will leave you now then in the capable hands. Sorry, not that. That of the BBC Two clock. It's just coming up to 10 o'clock, so probably time to be getting something to see you off to bed relatively shortly, probably, if you feel like that. I will see you sometime next time when we slice into something else. Until then, goodbye for now, and a very Merry Christmas to you.